As some of you who have been watching the channel know, I recently purchased a portable shower unit that I'm currently testing, and decided to get it because I was looking at opening an online store to sell van dwelling equipment, but I've kind of decided against it, just because of the time that would be involved with running the store and the fact that I may be losing internet access, not like immediately, but if things work out and I move to Thailand, because potentially I could live in the middle of nowhere. But anyhow, I wanted to run the ideas, or some ideas I have for showering and actually have used while living in a van, for those of you who might be new to van dwelling or may have not thought about it. And the situation with COVID shutting down a lot of things, especially when it first went into effect and they shut down all the health clubs, the gyms and stuff like that, which is a standard go-to. A lot of people sign up for like Planet Fitness, especially if you get the Planet Fitness Gold, which is like $20 a month. When you add all their fees, it's like $25 a month, because they have like a membership fee, annual fee, and all sorts of crazy stuff. But basically, for about $25 a month, you can join a place like Planet Fitness, which is a gym, and travel across the country and use their shower facilities. That's if you're a van dweller traveling around. If not, you might be able to sign up for the local one, which is about $10 a month, but probably more like $12 when you add the membership fees and everything, annual fees. But you can shower with hot water, unlimited shower basically, and even work out. So that would be one of my first options if I was a new van dweller and looking for a way to shower. But with COVID restricting access, having the ability to shower from your van becomes very important. Good morning to all of you who are here. Sorry, I can't really read your comments because I am driving. But anyhow, so the first option for a nice, comfortable shower would be like Planet Fitness or some other gym that has shower facilities, especially one that's across the continent, across the United States or across whatever country you're in, if you have access to that. But barring not having that, I've heard of some people using shower facilities at like Flying J or some of the other truck stops. But those, I really don't think are a good value, because I think I went to look at one, and I think it was like $5 a shower or something like that. To pay $5 for one shower is kind of expensive. So, that to me, I guess you could do it in an emergency, but really, if you wanted to consistently do it, $5 per shower is kind of expensive. So, let's talk about cheaper routes, okay? And honestly, I think Westerners, for the whole, make it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be, for showering and stuff. Like even the shower unit that I bought, that I'm going to be using in the RV until I get the actual shower working, because there's a leak. I have like a leak under the floor where the water comes through, so when I turn it on, it squirts up and wets the floor. So the RV's like got a leak issue that's underneath the RV, and I have to rip up the floors to find it. So I haven't done it yet because it's going to be involved, and when I do it, the RV's going to be a mess. But anyhow, instead of buying an option is to buy one of those portable shower units. It's got a pump, a water pump, and they run off either direct electrical, which I wouldn't recommend because you could end up electrocuting yourself, or a battery, which the unit I bought does have. It has a rechargeable battery. And I actually charged it up to test it the other day, and it took about an hour or less from 0 to being fully charged. So that's reasonable. So it's got a battery that's built in, which is good, but it could be bad because, if the power ever dies, the batteries, they have a certain life. And that means that shower unit goes dead. Could potentially pop it open and put a new battery in, but anyhow, those will actually pump the water through the pump assembly, which you submerge underwater, and then it sends it out through a hose to the spigot, to the the shower head or the bidet, you know, which is what they have in my my system. Now, that's nice and all, but really it kind of overcomplicates things. But I guess you could have it if you wanted a luxurious, you know, shower experience, if you want to call it that. And basically you just get a bucket, you know, or a container, and you put water in it, and you submerge that shower head tip, turn it on, and you have a shower. Or you have a hose that you can rinse things off, like if you have a dog or something, you could use it to rinse. Now, what I found, since I've been testing it, and you'll get to see me show it off here in a future video coming up of the unit in action, it actually really isn't too powerful. You know, when I first did the unboxing video and stuff, I thought maybe putting a pulsating shower tip on it and all sorts of stuff to make it, you know, nice. It won't really work. I mean, it would work possibly, but not. The pump is so weak, the little submergible thingy, that you're lucky to get any water going through it. Like the unit I had came with a 6-foot hose, but when you try to stand up with the bucket on the ground and have it pump the water up 6 feet before it goes to the spigot to come out, it's very weak. It barely flows. So really, to use that unit, you need to elevate it to like probably head level, or maybe like chest level. So you need a bucket or something that's about chest level, and then you submerge the thing in, and then it'll work pretty decent. And if you wanted like warm water, you obviously would boil water, you know, and mix hot and cold, which is what I did, to get really nice warm water. So I went through and I tried it, and basically used up about 2 to 2.5 gallons of water for one shower. Basically, you turn the unit on, you wet yourself down with the shower, you know, put it in under your arm or whatever to clean yourself, and then you turn it off, because otherwise water's just running, you know, and you'll run out of water. Then you lather yourself and then rinse off by turning it back on. So that was useful, and, you know, after using it and stuff, I'm like, well, it was nice. It was kind of a luxurious feel to have a shower head that you could move around, you know, on your hair and stuff, and under your armpits. So it was nice to have that. But really, the simplest way to shower would be doing like the Asians do or did when I was a kid, which is you just have water in a bucket or a container, a tub or something, and you just take a pail, whether it be a cup or a little bowl, and you scoop up the water and wet yourself. That to me is the simplest way to shower if you're living in a van. Basically, you could probably do that with 1 to 2 gallons of water. So you just scoop up the water, wet yourself, lather up, scoop up the water, and rinse yourself off. That's the easiest way. I see all these van life channels, especially the glamorous van life ones. They have really elaborate shower systems that sometimes they pay over $100 for. And I suppose it's okay, because it has a pump and a squirter, you know, like the shower head like I do. But really, if you were just going minimal and wanted to go cheap and easy, that's not going to break, I just suggest using a bucket of water that you can heat up, you know, hot and cold, whatever, however you want it. And then just a cup or a bowl. That's the easiest way. Now, if you want to get a little bit more fancy, you could take a container, like a gallon container that has a screw-on tip, and fill that with water, and then poke holes in the lid, and then you can hold it over your head to, you know, sprinkle water on yourself. Which is what you could do. The gallon tubs, like for orange juice and stuff like that, would work, but I think they're kind of heavy. So what I did was I had the one that you use for laundry detergent, you know, just make sure you get all the laundry detergent out. It's got a little bit bigger tip, like about a 3.5-3-inch opening, instead of like a 1-inch, you know, like on a milk carton or orange juice carton. But basically, you get that, you put holes in it, and you put water in it, and you can hold it over your head and sprinkle water on yourself, so you get kind of a shower effect. And when you tilt it back, you know, the water goes off, so it doesn't take much. I used that system for showering when I was living in the van out at the compound. Basically, I caught rainwater into a trash can, and then I would just take my jug, you my laundry detergent jug, scoop up the water, and then put the lid on it, and use that to pour it over my head. It usually took about 1 or 2 containers, and each container is approximately a little bit less than a liter, I think. So probably about 1 gallon and 1.5 gallons doing it that way. But like I said, I think the easiest way is just get a bucket of water, wet yourself, soap, lather up, and rinse off. So you don't really need to make it complicated, and the cost of that is probably nothing. I mean, you could get a plastic, drink bottle from, not bottle, but a plastic cup or something from a soda or something that you buy, how they sell the at the gas station. So you could use that, just a container of water. I know some people talk about using like powders and stuff like that, like dry shampoo and baby wipes. Some people use baby wipes living in a van. I think that would do in an emergency, but honestly, I don't really think it gets you that clean. I know people say, well, it makes me really clean using baby wipes. I suppose if you totally wiped your body down with baby wipes, you could do that, and it's scented, so it gives you a perfumey smell. But honestly, if you've ever taken a shower, like where you didn't have water constantly running, like I do with the system with the pouring water on my head with the laundry detergent holder, you get to see how much dirt washes off you. Like you look at the floor and you see all this dirt down there, and you're like, holy schmoly, that was a lot of dirt, and dead skin and other stuff. So I don't know about using wipes. I've never used it. I mean, I've used it on my hands and stuff, when I'm dirty, and it does make it clean, but I can't conceive using wipes all over my whole body, and then for shampooing my hair, using the dry scalp shampoo. I would rather use real shampoo with real water. Now, if you're in a place like Florida, there are free showers available, okay? When the beaches are open, which they're back open again in Florida, as long as it's not cold, you can go to the beach. Most public beaches, like Florida beaches, you don't even have to pay for a lot of them. You can just go to the public beach, and they will have a shower, like right on the beach, like right when you cross over the dunes. They'll usually have a shower there that you can use for free. Now, you're not supposed to use soap or anything like that, so don't go there with shampoo and soap and all sorts of stuff. Because if you do that, you're probably going to attract attention, and then they might close it down or ban you from using it. And what I do to stay clean when I was doing that, that's what I did when I lived in the van full time and didn't have a job and all that other stuff. I was pretty much living, without money. But basically what you can do is do what the Thais do. They pick up a rock. It's like a palm-sized rock that's smooth, okay? And you use that. It's kind of smooth, but a little bit slightly rough, and you can use that to rub your skin. And what it'll do is actually rub off the dirt and dead skin. Don't use anything that's going to cut you, obviously, but you get a rock that's kind of smooth, so it's just slightly bumpy, and you rub yourself with that. So you get the water, you wet yourself down, then you rub yourself with the rock. And what that will do is actually remove dead skin, and you'll feel clean. You just won't smell perfumey like you do if you use soaps and things like that. But those are just some options that I have. For those of you who are wondering how you shower living in a van, I think with the COVID and everything else, being able to stay clean in your own van becomes a little bit more important, than it used to be. A lot of people before didn't bother with bathrooms or showers in their vehicle, but with COVID potentially shutting things down, I think the bathroom has become kind of critical to have. So if I was building a van out right now, I would definitely design a bathroom, one with a shower. And, the way I would handle that is probably I'd keep it really simple and just have a little tiny area that you could bathe yourself in, and the water collects on the bottom in a bucket or something. And then you can dump that, It's just shower water. So that's how I would do it. I think somebody agreed with me if I've ever owned an RV. I actually live in an RV right now. I bought a $1,200 RV that I'm still in process of fixing up. but I'm treating it more like a tiny home. So, you know, I haven't really filmed in it because it's kind of a mess because I'm still building it out and fixing it up. But I found a spot finally that is letting me park it and pay rent, you know. So I pay for like water, electricity, and they even have internet. So it's like a fixed fee. So I know what my expenditure will be each month. So I don't have to do a lot of this stuff right now. Now my RV itself has a leak because, you know, it's a $1,200 RV, so it was in like terrible shape when I bought it. But the leak is becoming difficult to find because it's under the floor. You know how they run the water from the tank, the RV water tank, to the various systems? There's a leak under there somewhere that's ruining my floor. It's wetting everything down. I'm gonna have to rip everything up and redo it. But I have to track down that leak and seal that, because once I seal that, I have running water. I mean, I have running water right now and I turn it on, but you know, it wets the floor. So when I shower, I don't use the RV system because my floor would be soaking wet. I mean, it is soaking wet right now, but it'd be even worse. It'd be like a flood. So right now when I shower, I've been using the laundry method, you know, because I have warm water. But since I got the pump, I've been using the pump, you know, the pump with the hose. But I'm gonna have to build a little ledge inside the RV to hold the water bucket, because when you have it on the floor, or I might just sit down. I have a little bench. Maybe I'll just do that and not build anything. I built a little bench. You know, my RV has actually a bathtub in it. It's not like a full-size bathtub. It's probably about like 4 feet long, 3.5, 4 feet long. But I built a little bench so you can sit down in it, you know, because it's hard to stand up and do the shower thing, because if you've been in a small RV, you know, it's the head clearance, your head is almost touching the roof. So by building that little tiny bench that I can sit on in the bathtub area, I can just sit down and take my showers, and then I stand up when I need to wash certain spots. But, you know, basically I can take my pump, I guess, and just set it there and sit down. It's a sit-down shower. I can use it like that without building anymore. So I may do that. And that's probably what I'll do when I show the demo, you know, of how it all works. But yeah, having the shower head was, I think you can buy them off Amazon, AliExpress, or eBay for anywhere from $35 to $50. I think I paid about $35 to $45 for mine with shipping. And it took a month to get here from China. And like I said, originally I was going to sell all these things, but then after looking at it and deciding that, you know, I need to be able to earn income without having to physically do anything like monitor shipping and refunds and things like that, I don't want to deal with it. So my income will have to be derived off a source where I do something and it keeps earning money, you know, like maybe the YouTube. Although, you know, YouTube is kind of because it requires like good internet access, and I don't know how that's going to work. I hope you guys found this video the information on this video informative and helpful for those of you who are trying to figure out how you stay clean. Like I said, here they are again, the summation. If you can, join a health club so you can actually use real showers. Another option in addition to health clubs is campgrounds. You know, if you go overnight, and some campgrounds actually have showers there. You might be able to sneak in there and take a shower, but I don't know what their policy is on that. The free one is the beaches, but the water's going to be whatever the temperature is. You know, you're going to get water if you're in Florida. The other potential thing that you could do, if you could sneak it in real quick, get a short hose with a sprayer attachment, and some parks actually have water. You might be able to hook up briefly, take a quick shower, and get out of there before anybody sees you. That's kind of a little iffy, but your best bet is if you have a van, to make a portable shower system using just a jug of water, rinse yourself, you know, wet yourself, soap up, lather up, or whatever, rinse yourself off. That's the easiest. But if you get a little fancy, you could buy one of these $35 or whatever water pumps that it just drops right into the bucket. And then you can use hot water or whatever by mixing it, you know, by boiling it and putting it in there. So I hope you guys found this information useful. If you do, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, make sure you do that. And if you want to support this channel, join the channel. Cost is, I think the lowest is like $1. The highest is like, I think I set it for like $20 or something. But they're all treated the same. It's just for people who are supporting this channel, enjoy the content, and want to support me as I try to stabilize my income and also show YouTube that this channel is financially viable so that they don't like delete it. Because I suspect that's coming down the line. YouTube's been adjusting their policies to basically push for channels to be profitable. And if they don't think you're profitable, they could end up deleting, which I think is going to happen. Anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Meanwhile, I hope you all staying safe, staying warm, and staying clean. Until next time, everyone, take care. God bless you all. Please stay safe. Bye-bye now.